Yeah. So can you beat Ryan Bowen?
You ask me a question, you get an honest answer. I cannot beat him with my right arm. He's right dominant. I'm left dominant, and I'm sitting at around 160 right now, 158, 160. I think he's over 200. I'll pull him. I won't pull him. I won't use my own money, but I'll pull him. I'll pull him for fun. I'll pull him with someone else's money, and I'm not scared of him. And he'll beat me, but I'll still pull him. But I have to admit that he beat me. Yeah, he beat my right, and I'm okay saying it. He has progressed. He's not a clown. But my right took second 176 in Michigan State. My right is not a great arm. It takes losses against low-end pros at low-end pro events. My left can give up weight. My left can do kind of cool things and pull super heavyweights and stuff. My right cannot do that. And as I get older, the right's taking on more injuries than the left because it has to force more just to compete. The left can, the left seems to be like Todd Hutchins once said, you have less injuries when you're just stronger than everyone else. But my right arm doesn't have that advantage. It has to go, and even against mid-level pros or high-level amateurs, my right has to work to win matches. It has to work hard. So he would beat me, and I'm okay saying it. I still think he's a joke.
In your defense, I'm not sure that I can beat Ryan. I mean, I saw a video of Ryan with 200 pounds of up pressure.
Oh, come on, man.
There's a real video. He has 200 pounds of hammer curl up pressure. He would just crack my hand open.
Yeah, these are one of the few times I'm not sure if you're fucking or trolling with me. I have a feeling you are, because I don't believe he's that strong. I've seen his video.
It's a real video. I think, but I also think that the video may make one of my videos on my channel, or it may make one of our maybe one of our training highlight videos.
Yeah.
But he lifted 200 pounds up pressure.
I'd have to see it. But he also got smashed by Dan. He got Dan Moser. He got smashed by Justin. He's got no side pressure. Even my right's not that good. If I got my cup in and he couldn't pronate and he had to deal with my side pressure, he would lose. He has no side pressure. He has a very, very good hand, but he doesn't have a bicep, and he's got no side pressure.
But could you imagine me getting flopped in the straps and just kind of bouncing off his arm?
I don't think you'd feel him, Herm. Come on, man. You wouldn't feel him. He has progressed. He's not a joke. He's not a novice. He claims that I hate him. I don't hate him. I don't hate anyone. It's more of a question of respect. It's not a question of hate. I mean, I'd have to hate someone. It's almost like you have to give a shit. He's a promoter. He sells his name. But what has he done? Like when people talk, just show me what you've done. What have you won? And don't give me I've won Australian nationals. Holy fuck, man. It's come on.
Dude, they keep throwing around that whole Australia thing.
Yeah. Fuck. It's like making the national baseball team for Ethiopia. Well, I made the team. Yeah, it's fucking Ethiopia. It's fucking Australia. Arm wrestling. Australian arm wrestling isn't synonymous with greatness across the world. Fuck.
I mean, I don't even tell people that I won a U.S. national title. Yeah. Let alone an Australian national title.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But he's a good guy. He's doing good things. He's not evil. He's not malicious. He's promoting. He's traveling. He's paying for people to travel. He's a good guy. You can argue he does more things to the sport than I do, and he would beat my right. I just think, when he got in the sport, he was yapping about how technique trumps power, and I just laughed at him. At that point there, I lost complete respect for him because it's totally illogical to think that way, and he was proven wrong. Like when he loses to Dan, he lost to Justin. It's because he lacks that brute strength, side pressure stuff that you need at an elite level. Despite having a fairly elite hand, he's being exposed on that level. So I proved him right. And I watched one of his videos where he's stating that at this point now he's got to work on side pressure and stuff. So I've gained respect for him just on the fact that he's changing his philosophy. But what is he?
Yeah, he's not a terrible arm wrestler. I mean, Dan beat him. I mean, fairly easy, but Dan had to work. He stopped Dan a couple times. Dan had to make second adjustments. So he didn't get completely blown off the table or anything like that.
But on my arm wrestling scale of 1 to 5, where is he? He's a poor man's 3 or a 2. Like he ranges in that 2 to 3 where most guys do, but he's not in the 4 or 5s. He's not, he's a 2 that has yet to prove to be a 3. That's where he sits. He's a proven 2. Arguably he can be a 3, maybe with the right circumstance, but he's a fucking 2. He's a 2. He's a high-end am. He's never made arm wrestling. He's never made money arm wrestling. He's won nationals. He's won super matches in Australia. Never for money. He's never won a big purse. He's never brought down a purse. He's never gone to wall and finished high enough to make money. So, I mean, you can't be a 3. He's a 2. He's a high-end am, very low-end pro, from my definition, from my standpoint. You know, carrying a camera and traveling all over the world and sleeping on Devin's couch doesn't make you an elite arm wrestler. You know, paying John Brzezinski to come on your show does not make you an elite arm wrestler. It makes you popular. It doesn't make you elite.
So if you're a 6'2", 210-pound number 2 level arm wrestler, and you're calling out 160-pound 3-4.
Well, 3. 3. At least my right hand.
So if you're a 200-pound level 2 and you beat a level 3 160-pound guy, do you become level 3 then? Is that how it works?
No, because I'm not in his range, right? I'm not. You'd have to prove it against someone in your weight class, and I'm not even in his weight class. For him, it's just a vendetta match. It's just to prove me wrong. You're not proving me wrong. You can beat me and still be a shit arm wrestler. He's avoiding my left and this and that, and like he can beat me and he probably will beat me, but he proves nothing. Like he'll use it as a way to promote himself and try to humiliate me. He won't humiliate. He won't humiliate me. I won't give up on the table. I won't pin myself, and he can pin me. I won't find it humiliating at all. I know who I am. I know what I've done. I got no beef.
Can he? Do you think he can crack the top 20 in North America?
Hell no. Hell no. I think stylistically he can pull a guy like Scott Ballinger. Okay, I think he can take Scott's hand backwards because he's got a great hand, and we have arm wrestlers that don't have great hands. But would he beat Scott? Hell no. Scott would get him in the strap and slam him right across the table. So he can look pretty good versus certain people because he's got a good hand. Like he's got an above average hand for his weight. But his arm is so weak, so under average that at a higher level, even top 20, I don't think he's able to. He's not going to be able to. No, he definitely doesn't crack top 20. Not when you have such a big deficiency in the sport. His arm is way too weak to crack the top 20. Doesn't mean he can't look good at certain matches or, but there's no way he's cracking the top 20.